No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice! Get a job! No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice! Hey, let's go this way. No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! Open the sidewalk and into the streets!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Anthony don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Anthony don't get it,
Shut it down!
no justice,
No peace!
said no justice,
No peace!
said no racist,
Police!
said no racist,
Police!
said off to the sidewalks,
Into the streets!
off to the sidewalks,
Into the streets!
off to the sidewalks,
Into the streets!
off to the sidewalks.
Into the streets!
All right, looks like I'm live, folks, on all 4 channels. Also, you can find me now on RebZ.tv /live, RebZ.tv /live.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Someone screaming Trump over here in the distance. So we're here in Kirkwood, Missouri, side of St. Louis, just to the west. Jason Stockley verdict pending still. They've been making everybody wait.
Single fucking day.
So some activists having a spontaneous protest here in Kirkwood to raise awareness.
It's going to be every single day. We're going to have protests every single day, every single hour, every part of this goddamn city, because this city will be shut down. No airport, no transportation, no roads, no highways, nothing. We will shut this city down.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! No peace!
No justice!
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 No peace!
When black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
Black lives.
Stand up like that! Stand up like that!
Just so everybody knows over here, St. Louis police have killed 9 people this year. That's more people in the entire state combined in the last 2 years. I know you're slightly removed from that, but if you don't see it as an epidemic to turn out, that could be your brother, your cousin, your sister, your friend, somebody from your community. Yeah, I know.
Now y'all are probably like, what the fuck are these protesters doing in our good city? I've lived in Kirkwood for 15 fucking years. And I was removed just like you for all that time. But guess what? I eventually got the fuck up and came out here because I had an opportunity. I was right involved in a protest just where you were sitting. I was told, come join us, and I did. And it helped because I realized that there is an epidemic of black people getting killed every single day. Less than you think miles away from here. You all think that Ferguson was far away? No, it wasn't. You think that the city is separated from you? No, it fucking wasn't. It is connected. We are connected, and you all need to stand up, use your white privilege to protect the black bodies that are getting killed every single day. White silence! 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 White silence!
And if you don't think this can't affect you, look up Isaiah Hammett. He was good one of our friends, and that's not in Ferguson. That was in St. Louis. That was a couple blocks away from me. Shot 120 bullets into him and his grandfather by the police, a no-knock raid. Kiwi Herring was gunned down 2 weeks ago in front of her 2-year-old by the police. She was from my community. If you don't think it can't affect your community, it's rough because
Bar Louie now cranking up the music on the patio.
You're drinking your beers, it's cool. I work at a restaurant. It's good to take time off, but it's also good to take time to defend your brothers and sisters in the street. Good siblings. And good to take time to fight injustice in your city.
How many of y'all voted for Trump? Don't lie to me. All y'all motherfuckers voted for Trump. Fuck Trump! 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 Go away! That's the problem. You want us? That's the problem. You fail to open your eyes to see what's going on in your community.
What's really funny is the whole reason that we're down here right now is because of people like you are saying, go away. We're out here to make you uncomfortable because we're uncomfortable walking down the sidewalk. You're comfortable by this? Well, how about people who are worried about being killed every single day?
Get the fuck out of my city!
At least I bleached my hair correctly. Jesus.
Thank you. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Also, if you don't tip your servers tonight, you're a real asshole. Those are working class people that only make their money based on tips. Tip every single fucking server 20%. 25 tonight for what they had to go through with you.
They're serving you. You didn't have to come dinner tonight. You didn't have to serve yourself. FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police!
Take the streets, fuck the police!
Take the streets and fuck the police!
Radio!
Radio! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police!
So again, thanks for joining me, folks, tonight here in Kirkwood, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis, just to the west, where some activists are having a Convict Jason Stockley awareness rally while the city is literally on edge, waiting for the verdict that we pretty much all suspect is going to be not guilty coming down on killer cop Jason Stockley. That could hit any day now. We've been saying that for a while. At this point, Friday is a likely possibility. There's no Cardinals game, and this is the judge's last case. There's so many, it's up in the air. It's a guessing game at this moment. Everyone has sources, and all those sources have been wrong multiple times, so we're just going to have to find out probably an hour or two beforehand. But I will be here in St. Louis live when that does go down. And you guys can help keep me here and help get me to the next place I need to be with my new donation link here. It'll take you to all the ways you can donate or help me out with donations, micro monthly donations, or gear, whatever's easiest for you. I appreciate.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
Kind of a wandering nomad.
I like that about you. It sounds cool, you know, maybe.
It's pros and cons. It's kind of selling, it's kind of happening over there. It's like, well,
know when you need it. Right? Yeah. I love it. I appreciate it.
It helps not having a kid or a house. You know what I'm saying? So
Kid, house, wife,
boom, boom, boom.
full-time job.
Job that you can't just like, you're like, hey,
I'm anchored as fuck.
It's not easy to not be anchored. So it's not easy.
There's
to
pros
anyway.
to it, though.
The whole damn system!
I know. I can tell you all the things I'm missing out on, but no, I won't. It's great. It's great. I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way.
It's guilty as hell!
Set the whole damn system!
It's guilty as hell!
Cops in jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell!
I said the whole damn system!
Is guilty as
I
hell!
said the whole damn system!
Is guilty as hell!
I said the whole damn system!
Is guilty as hell!
I said the whole damn system!
Is guilty as hell!
And black lives are under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Black lives are under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back!
All right.
Stand up, fight back!
Black lives are under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Blue lives matter!
I know, I'm trying to figure out how I can say it without sounding like I'm trying to
Black lives matter! Blue lives matter!
so fucking cool. I know.
Black lives matter! Blue lives matter! Black lives matter!
Turn around for Anthony Smith.
You can turn around.
You cool.
You good? You good?
I see you.
You good?
Get the fuck out of the room!
Fuck you, you asshole! Have a good night. My boyfriend's dick is bigger than yours. You what? My boyfriend's dick is bigger than yours. Thank you.
Peaceful protest, you're in the fucking road.
It is peaceful.
Get the fuck out of the road.
Come make us get the fuck out the road. Come make us get the fuck out.
Where was murder? I do not wish to be killed.
You're in public. It's no right to privacy in public, sir. You just threatened to run people over.
I did not. Did you have that on video? Did you hear me say that? That's that gentleman right there. I do not wish to be videoed.
No problem.
I am in my car, which is private property.
Blocking a road where people...
It's not how that works, but I appreciate.
Hey, I got a job to get to, brother, to support you for standing out here, okay?
What's that
You're
job?
screwing up people making money right now to support you sitting here.
So what job is that you do that
Don't worry
supports
about
them?
what I do. I'm just
Oh, okay. So you
standing
just
there,
talking
are you?
greasy. You just talking greasy. I got you. I got you.
I'm not talking crazy. Get out of the goddamn
I said
road.
greasy, not crazy.
Get out of the road.
I'm not
What are
blocking
we
you.
protesting tonight?
Well, you know, I just strolled up, but you know, there's a gentleman that got killed wrongfully about 6 years ago.
6 years ago, we're just now bringing it up.
Because of the fact
Why don't we
Wait, hold on.
Why don't we let the
They
court
just doing it.
system-
No, because they just found videotape evidence, so they charged him.
Okay, why don't we let the court system handle this?
They are handling it. They're just waiting on the verdict right now.
Why don't we let the court system handle it?
So right now they're waiting on the verdict.
So right now you don't trust your peers making
I
that
didn't say
decision?
I didn't trust anyone.
It's a bench trial by judge, no peers.
It's just right now what
You don't trust your judicial system to make the proper decision?
Apparently not.
Really pending
Why not?
pressure from the public that they're looking for right now.
Why not?
Whenever they ever come to a police officer, like ever.
When have they ever what?
Whenever they, I mean, they've had Walter Scott shot a man in the back running away.
And that just happened about a year ago on the 28th.
They cannot.
Is this
They're
black and white? I mean,
It doesn't matter. The police officer.
It doesn't matter.
We're out here chanting Black Lives Matter. What about all?
Oh shit, he was about to say
What's
all
all
lives
why not
matter.
all lives matter?
Because it's not true. It's a fallacy. It doesn't actually.
How is it a fallacy?
But
I'm
not,
an
but
American.
not all
the
lives.
reasons I
Wait a
just
minute, hold on.
explained to you.
All lives are
Hold on,
equally
hold
at
on.
risk. All lives
What
are.
color am I?
What color do you want to be?
No, I ain't.
This is a rhetorical question.
What am
I
I?
think
Okay, you're
colors
saying
good.
Black Lives Matter, right?
Right.
I'm American Indian.
Well, here's the thing about that.
All
There's really
lives matter.
there's really a little asterisk behind the Black Lives
You're not
Matter. It
100%
doesn't really
anti-Semitic.
Yeah, but either
It's
way,
saying we
are
should
you
be
trying to
at
claim?
the same
What
time.
is your point by saying that?
fall back.
Why are we in the road
American-
protesting? Why don't we let the judicial system handle what they gotta handle?
Because first of all, as my man just said right here, you can't trust the judicial system because they do not appropriately charge people in the wrong. I mean, how many cases have we seen in the last 3 years alone where there has been a man that has, like an officer that is wrongfully killed somebody, even with evidence, videotape footage, DNA and everything like that, and then you still haven't gotten a conviction on it? How many times have you seen that? It's the majority of his life. Statistically, yes.
But it's really not about white. It's white and black police officers. It's not about the color of police officers.
Just
I
white.
didn't say it's just, but I'm saying that 90% of these cases, it is a Caucasian officer.
But no black people have ever killed white people?
Hell to the no. No, never. Shit, they would be fucking lit.
But wait a minute.
Hey, police lives matter!
So wait a minute. So first of all, so your complaint is right now is that you're saying that
I'm trying to
Do
get
you have a
through.
problem with
I
people that-
understand a peaceful protest. I don't mind. Get the hell out of the street.
I don't see any, I mean, but peaceful,
Okay.
nobody's getting harmed, so isn't that peace?
The peace is blocking traffic, disrupting people.
So you're
getting
saying
to work.
that's not peaceful if they're
It
blocking
is
traffic?
not peaceful if you are disrupting other people's lives.
I think it's inconvenient. I don't doesn't mean it's not peaceful.
You're disrupting other people's lives to get to where they need to go.
It's the point of a protest, though.
Protest, yeah.
That's why anyone's ever protested since the beginning of protests.
Do that while watching like Days of Our Lives or something?
If you want to protest, get the hell up on a sidewalk and protest.
And then you drive by, and then we wouldn't have this conversation. America needs to have some tough conversations.
You guys are having a beautiful conversation, man. This is beautiful.
And we appreciate that you talking to us, like honestly. And we understand.
So just to get you
We all have problems. We're all in the same goddamn boat with a different
We're
paddle,
not
all
all
right?
on the same guy's daggone boat.
We're
not
all
on.
the same.
We're not on the same.
I fucking
Some
live,
people
I
on
live in
Carnival
fucking
cruise
Meacham
lines,
Park.
some people out here like this.
I live in Meacham
You're a
fucking
Caucasian
Park.
male that does not
I
have
am
to
a
deal with the threat of the police.
Bullshit. I live in Meacham Park. I am a white male living in a black community. Suck my dick. I am the white guy.
Dude, I'm the
All
wrong
right.
person you want to tell. Okay, all right. It's all good. Because you don't want me to get bucked. But you know, I'm going to give you game, though. I'm going to give you game. So you're a white male in a black community, but I mean, you're still going to work. You don't have to follow, you don't have to deal with the same systemic issues that African American people do. Do you think that you do?
Really?
Do you think that you do?
You don't.
Do you look over your shoulder when a police officer is behind you?
Goddamn right I do.
Do you fear going home
Goddamn
alive?
right. Yes.
From the police?
Fear going home from everybody.
No. That ain't the same. That ain't
Yes,
the
it
same,
is.
my man. That is not the same worry. That is the reason these people are out here.
You think cops are just out here
I
shooting?
know that. I know. I'm not saying 100% of all officers. I'm not saying 100% of all officers are out here shooting people for no reason. But I do know that there is a secret. There is a blue code of silence that when an officer does do wrong, they do not speak up about it. And so the families of these people are not getting.
Theory.
No, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a fact. So this case that they're protesting right now, you have an officer that killed the man that said on his way to the stop that he was going to kill him, and his DNA is on the gun that they allegedly said that he used to shoot at the officer.
Wait. His DNA is gonna be on the gun.
No. The officer's is.
If he picked
but
the
he
gun
said
up,
no.
the cop-
He said
You
no.
think these guys
No.
are out here hurting
But
you?
if that's the same gun that he said that man used, why would his DNA not be on it? If I'm
wouldn't his DNA?
No,
he picked up the goddamn gun.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Read the
no, you don't obviously don't. We're talking about the officer. We're not talking about the
Okay, again, thanks for joining me here in Kirkwood, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis City proper. While the city braces for the verdict to drop in the Jason Stockley murder trial, there's a spontaneous protest here in Kirkwood. This was a site where a few protests were had during the Ferguson and beyond days to raise awareness of issues. As you can see, many conversations have been sparked tonight. As the gentleman just in the truck pointed out, protesters are disrupting people's lives, which is the point, and got a long conversation with that gentleman. And again, conversations like that aren't always just for the people having them, but observers like yourselves.
I'm not trying to back up the car. I'm standing at the back of the line. If people keep moving, I'll keep moving. Please. I am not trying to contest the car in the least.
Hands up! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Stand up! Fight back!
Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back! Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Stand up!
Fight back!
Get the fuck out of the car, you piece of shit!
Asshole! Oh my God!
You guys gonna arrest that guy that tried to murder people?
Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back! Stand up! Fight back!
So a white SUV just tried to plow through people at high speed.
Getting away! Where are the cops? He's getting away right there!
Some protesters who were almost hit stepped in and did try to smash one of the windows because the guy just tried to attempted murder on people. Second time for me in 2 months now. We all said after Charlottesville this was not going to be over, and things were going to get more violent from people who want to hold on to white supremacy. And we're seeing it here in Kirkwood, Missouri tonight. We saw it in St. Louis last week where someone was arrested after trying something slow speed. This guy tried to plow through at high speed.
Hey, get out the street so police can go get him!
Police don't do fucking shit. You don't need the goddamn police for fucking anything.
I know, right?
Fuck the police. They're gonna fucking fuck that fucking fans.
Fuck those police car and shit. The revolution will not be televised! Fuck the police!
Fuck the police!
Folks, please send this out on social media. Another attempted homicide on protesters, anti-racist protesters here in St. Louis, just outside in Kirkwood, Missouri.
I love the fucking police. Fuck you! Yeah, I'll see you around, you motherfucker! I'm not here. I'm not here. You're lucky the police are right here. You're fucking lucky the police are right here. That's the only reason why you're here, because you got fucking protected. No, fuck the police. We hate the police and we hate you. You're the fucking enemy and you're the fucking enemy. Fuck off! Oh, that's fucking some fucking losers. Hey, motherfucker, did you not see that attempted murder 30 seconds ago? You got somebody on that shit. Of course you don't. The pigs are fucking worthless. Fuck you. You guys get going. Keep going. Keep going. Make sure you find that fucking gun he put in my face. Make sure you find that fucking gun. Don't fucking shove it under your fucking doormat or some shit. That's not coming to St. Louis, motherfucker. Y'all neither. Kirkwood ain't safe. And what's gonna happen in St. Louis if that burning Trump, motherfuckers? It will be in flames.
Just so y'all know, they just let a car almost hit us, so.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
No peace! No peace! No peace!
We can get people. Let's come back down here.
No peace!
I want to walk. They're going. The two people just went in there and then two detectives just went after them.
Okay.
Oh, they're probably not going to do shit. Like.
You get that on film? Yeah. So, you get the gun on film?
No, those guys?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did you? So apparently those two gentlemen, I was just seeing the cops telling to go back in the bar, had either flashed a gun or showed a gun, and then started some tough talk that you just saw right there. And that was just a minute after an attempted homicide by vehicle on protesters here in Kirkwood, Missouri. Again, just outside of St. Louis. Jason Stockley verdict pending. This was a spontaneous protest to raise awareness for the pending verdict. And if you were watching live, you just saw what happened. If you're watching on the YouTube player or on RebZ.tv/live, you can use the DVR function and go back and rewind that just a few minutes ago. That's RebZ.tv.
No, I didn't. We were down there talking like that.
That's why I'm talking.
Yeah, so you got it? So did you try to do it? I heard the fast and didn't stop. They didn't go after him? Or attempt or anything like that? It's almost retarded. I thought that person in the car did something with the speaker.
Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Pretty much sure.
Either way,
Probably
she's
was. This, yeah.
Oh, I got it. I'm like right here.
What do you do with that shit? I mean, you like,
I can't put it out. I can't do anything
exactly.
with
That's
it.
the thing. Yeah.
Nothing except cherish it and show it to friends.
Right. Maybe some years down the road. After
Yes,
statue.
exactly.
I have stuff I'm waiting for statue.
Oh, that's gonna be one of those golden gems. It's gonna be like 5 years later.
You got that good, yeah.
What are you gonna fucking give them? A motherfucking speeding ticket? A fucking speeding ticket like you guys always fucking defend fascists? Go kill some more black people. You fucking defend killers. This motherfucker's gonna get a fucking speeding ticket. We don't need you. Fuck you. You're the enemy. Kirkwood is not safe in St. Louis. And this we're in the street right now. This is our street, not yours, motherfucker. Do not destroy our communities.
Have you declared this an unlawful assembly? Have you declared this an unlawful assembly?
Check your ACLU. Black Lives Matter. Can't block the street.
If we have a not a
Black
member, that will
Lives
not be on there.
Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Have you declared this an unlawful? Have you read your consent decree? Have you read your consent decree?
Fuck you, pig! Fuck you, pig! Fuck you! You're not our friend!
Declared an unlawful assembly. You're supposed to get a 5-minute warning. You disperse the area.
I like to hear you. What do we do? Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! You fucking murderers! Fuck you! Convict Stockley! Convict Stockley! Convict Stockley! Convict Stockley! Convict Stockley! Convict Stockley! Keep your city in order! We will, motherfucker! These are our streets! Not your streets! No, not yours! Our streets! We own them! Y'all ain't welcome here!
People are tired of fucking people being murdered without reprisal, without punishment.
Show them what community looks like! This is what community looks like! Show them what community looks like! This is what community looks like! This is what community looks like! Show them what community looks like! This is what community looks like! Off the sidewalks into the streets! Off the sidewalks into the streets! Off of the sidewalks into the streets!
Black Lives Matter!
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 We'll be back tomorrow!
We'll be back tomorrow!
We'll be back tomorrow!
We don't talk about being back tomorrow!
We'll be back tomorrow!
We'll be back tomorrow!
We'll be back tomorrow! We'll be back tomorrow!
We'll be back every day!
Every fucking day.
Y'all ain't safe here! Y'all ain't fucking jobs!
I've had every police officer in every city in the county write a letter to the judge. Right? I've had every city in the county write a letter to the judge. Write a letter to the judge. Write a letter to the judge.
How many times
Write a letter to the judge.
before you're gonna throw your fucking
Write a letter to the judge. What happens when it happens in this town? What happens when it happens in this
Stop
town?
talking to the pigs! Stop talking to the pigs!
FTP!
Fuck the police!
FTP!
Fuck the police!
FTP!
Fuck the police!
No justice! No peace! Said no justice! No peace! Said no racist! Police! Said no racist! Police! Said no murdering! Police! Said no murdering! Police! Said no ableist! Police! Said no transphobic! Police! Said no racist! Police! Said no justice! No peace! Said no...
No justice!
No
No
justice! No peace!
No justice!
Peace!
No justice!
No 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 peace!
freedom. We must love and support each other.
We must love and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 It is our duty to fight for our rights.
It is our duty to fight for our rights.
We must love and support each other.
We must love and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support each other.
We must love and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win. We must love and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 Convict Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley! Said indict! Convict! Send those killer cops to jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell! Said indict! Convict! Send those killer cops to jail! The whole damn system is guilty as hell! The whole damn system is guilty as hell!
Shake hands with murderers, you fucking sellout.
Are you live streaming?
FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! You got these bougie people coming out watching this shit. But none of you want to Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Don't fucking hide in your mansions and fraud now, then. Go on, get the fuck out of here.
Let's go, y'all! This way!
This way! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! Fuck the police! FTP! FTP! Fuck the police! crackers! Fuck you! Come back! You guys are very big members of society, aren't you? Fuck off! Fuck off, crackers!
Until it happens to your dog. Come on!
Are you gonna do anything about that?
Come on! Until it happens to your dad.
Get it.
It'll happen to your family, and then you'll understand.
The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Convict, send those cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell.
Hands up.
Go shoot.
Hands up.
Don't 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 shoot.
Shoot back.
No peace. No peace.
I got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there. Got my hands on my head. Please don't shoot me there.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Please don't shoot.
Please don't shoot.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No
Police. Police. Mike Brown means. You gotta fight back. Mike Brown means. You gotta fight back. You gotta fight back. You got to fight back. Anthony Smith means. You got to fight back. We got to fight back. We got to fight back. We got to fight back. Isaiah Perkins means. We got to fight back. We got to fight back. We got to fight back.
Okay, it's over now. They said, or what?
That's what the police said?
It's okay, it's over now. You had your protest. It's over. They said, or what?
All these pigs can go to hell.
The pigs are not here. The
It is right to rebel. It is right to rebel. All these pigs can go to hell. It is right to rebel. It is right to rebel. All these pigs can go to hell.
Stream recording.
Ah, that's what's going on.
It is right to rebel.
I'm just like right in the fucking right.
All these pigs can go to hell.
I mean, it's just.
It is right to rebel.
They're figuring out if they want to let us go or if they just want to be.
America was never great. Fuck the system. Fuck the state. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great.
Okay, so
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Fuck him up. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Blue Lives Matter.
Blue Lives
Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter. Blue Lives Matter.
Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Gay lives matter.
Gay lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
get a job!
No justice!
No peace!
Fucking justice!
No peace! You fucking cowards!
No racist!
Police!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
Fuck police!
No racist!
Police!
No justice!
No peace!
No racist!
Police!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
Protesters.
if we don't get it,
Shut Kirkwood down! Shut Kirkwood down!
What's that? What's going on
Shut Kirkwood down! 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 Shut Kirkwood down!
shut Kirkwood down!
Shut Kirkwood down!
Shut Kirkwood down!
Shut Kirkwood down!
Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley!
Fuck you!
Jason Stockley! We are! System, fuck the state! America was never great! Fuck the system, fuck the state! America was never great! Fuck the system, fuck the state! America was never great!
Oh, where we going?
Patio.
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Donald Trump can go to hell! It is right to rebel! It is right to rebel! Donald Trump can go to hell! Donald Trump can go to hell!
Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley can go to hell!
Jason Stockley can go to hell! It is right to rebel! It is right to hell! It is right to hell!
Jason Stockley can go to hell!
Jason Stockley can go to hell!
It is right to rebel!
It is right to rebel! Jason Stockley can go to hell! Jason Stockley can go to hell!
It is right to rebel!
Jason Stockley to rebel!
Jason,
Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
convict!
Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Convict Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley!
Convict!
Jason Stockley!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
Sorry, did we ruin dinner for you all?
no justice!
I'm so sorry.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
People dying because we didn't know about it.
No racist! Police! I said no racist! Police! I said no racist! Police! Convict! Jason Stockley! Convict! Jason Stockley! Convict! Jason Stockley! Convict! Jason Stockley! You can
Well, they think we're gonna go down there. That's cute.
Have a nice evening! United we stand!
Divided we fall!
United we stand!
Divided we fall!
I'm not gonna be allowed in.
Divided we fall! Divided we fall!
So right now there's at least 2 different cars driving on blocks around the protesters, yelling things out the window, trying to, at this point, lure them back in this direction, but people aren't following for that. Again, if you're just joining the broadcast, if you're watching on the YouTube player or at RebZ.tv/live, which is the same YouTube player, you can use the DVR function, go back about a half hour by now or even more, where a white SUV tried to, at high speed, plow through the protesters here tonight. Not the first time in the last couple of weeks in the St. Louis area with Jason Stockley protests. And obviously for me, not the first time in the last month.
did.
Stand up, fight back!
Where are we going?
Stand up, fight back!
Stand up, fight back!
Who are all these little people following us? Like,
Stand up, fight back!
They're like the Blue Lives Lives or something.
Harry! Stand your glass! Kiwi Harry! Kiwi Harry!
Mike Brown!
Say his name.
Anthony Smith!
Say his name.
Anthony Smith!
Mike Brown means we got to fight back. Mike Brown means
We got to fight back!
Mike Brown means
We got to fight back!
Mike Brown means
We got to fight back!
fight back.
Fight back!
Fight back.
Fight back!
Fight back! We got to fight back! We got to fight back!
We got to fight back!
We got to fight back!
We got to fight back!
We got to fight back! We got to fight back! We got to fight back! We got to fight back! We got to fight back!
And until means we got to fight back! Shit has been happening forever, man!
No justice!
No
peace!
No racist!
Police!
Out of the bars!
Into the streets!
Out of the bars!
Into the streets!
Out of your 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 bars!
Into the streets! Out of your comforts! Into the streets! Out of your comfort! Into the streets! Out of your fucking comfort! Into the streets! Out of your comfort!
Into the streets!
No justice!
No peace!
No peace! Police! Police!
Say her name!
Kiwi Harry!
Say her name!
Kiwi Harry!
Say her name!
Kiwi Harry!
Say his name!
Anthony Smith!
Say his name!
Anthony Smith!
Oh, yeah!
Antonio Mark.
Anthony Smith!
And they didn't want that because they're wanting it to be mostly
Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All you racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! I said, back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops,
We don't need them! Need them!
back up! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom!
All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them!
Back up!
We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! They're not used to this.
We need to adopt the Texas CBP chant, oink, oink, bang, bang.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are scared to say and shoot back.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Where's the away now?
Hey, you never know.
That means it's like
He tried to get me arrested in Cleveland, so he
Yeah,
pops up
there's
everywhere,
that.
man.
There's that,
You
yeah.
saw it? Oh my God, man. And then he was like, oh, no, I wasn't.
Freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them! Back up! Back up! We want freedom! Freedom!
All these racist
Ass cops, we don't need them! Need them!
Back up! Back up!
We want freedom! Freedom!
All these racist ass cops!
We don't need them! Need them!
Say back up! Back up!
We want freedom! Freedom! All these racist ass cops, we don't need them! Need them!
saying back up, back up.
Got everybody? Got everybody?
Yeah. Woo! Hey. They didn't, I know you guys ran over there, they didn't grab anything, they stopped the dude as well too, right?
All right, again, thanks for everyone for joining me tonight. Impromptu protest in Kirkwood, Missouri, just to the west of St. Louis City, where everyone's waiting on edge for the verdict of the Jason Stockley trial to come down. The verdict's been known by the judge for over a month now, quite some time, and it keeps getting delayed as when they're going to release that. We're pretty confident it's because, of course, they're probably not going to convict Jason Stockley, even with all the evidence at hand.
Back up, back up,
freedom! We want freedom! Freedom!
And so I'm here to cover that when that comes down, and obviously anything I can get to in the meantime while I'm here. I might stay in St. Louis after the verdict if needed. Don't know where I'm going to go next, and with your support, my donation link you see right there, RebZ.tv/donate, you can choose your way how to help me to pay for my data costs and get to the next place I need to be. If you're able to do that, that would be appreciated. You can even be a monthly contributor now or do a one-time donation. There's a wish list in there. However you choose to help me out, if you can, would be great. And RebZ.tv, you see the logo in the top right there, is the new website, soft launch right now. There's not much on it besides my live channel and the donation page at the moment, but it will be filled up regularly. I plan on getting that thing fully operational here soon. Go check it out in the meantime.
Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley! Jason Stockley!
Is violence! Is violence! Is violence! Oh, because you were afraid to get out.
I'm used to that shit.
We'll make the banner go over top of the police car. It's so funny. They did it to a car earlier.
Almost.
They be like, oh, assault on a police car.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Go take a fucking shower, man.
Let's not let him leave. Let's not let him leave.
No.
Damn it.
We're literally parked there. We're parked there.
So yeah, there's been quite a few people in Kirkwood tonight with drive-by insults, like you just saw, not really wanting to have a conversation. However, there were some conversations had tonight, some angry, some heated, but I think, you know, the point of the protest is to raise awareness and have the difficult conversations we need to have in America starting now, which has been being had by many, and I applaud all of you for doing what you feel you can do.
Now you live in fucking Kirkwood. Go back to your big back, you little fuck.
Take your privilege home.
That's what I see.
So I think this kid right here thought he could just do a drive-by insult and not get people to vocalize their opinions. So cop had to come step in and tell him to leave.
The county ain't safe.
Podium attack! Podium attack!
And then again, folks, I'll try to edit down the video and post that later if I can. You can go to the DVR in the YouTube player, which is also on the RebZ.tv live page. DVR that, or as soon as this video is posted, quite a while ago now, half hour, 45 minutes or so, it's hard to tell. A white SUV did try to plow into protesters tonight at high speeds. A couple things were thrown at his window afterwards, including the PA speaker people had brought with them. It was the only thing at hand. They were trying to protect other people from getting run over. And of course, I was right there.
Continue to do so until you wake the fuck up.
And again, we're waiting on the verdict of Jason Stockley trial here. So stay tuned to RebZ.tv. You see up in the corner that's the actual domain of my website. And you can go to RebZ.tv/live for my live player. I'm also live on these 4 channels. So you're probably watching on one of them right now, if not on my website. If my multicast is functioning tonight, which it should be. But again, RebZ.tv is live now, so you can go there for my live channel and my donation page that you see right there. I appreciate everyone's support thus far and getting me here and where I need to be here in St. Louis, and I'll be here as long as needed. Thanks to your kind support, and if you go to the donation page now, there's many ways you can help me out to try to make it easy for whatever is best for you. If that's something you wanted to do, I appreciate it. And I am going to take down the broadcast now. Again, I appreciate you guys watching tonight here from Kirkwood, Missouri. A Convict Jason Stockley awareness protest. Again, city on edge, waiting for the verdict to come down. It keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So this was a spontaneous action that was announced earlier today here in Kirkwood, another site where a few protests did happen during the Mike Brown Ferguson era to try to spread awareness outside of the St. Louis proper, make people aware, bring it into their lives, and let them know what people in St. Louis are dealing with. So I appreciate you watching. Make sure stay tuned to my Twitter at Revolutionary Z, my Facebook, however you follow me. Definitely here in the next day or two, possibly Friday, here in the next week, whenever this verdict drops, I will be live when needed for as long as needed. So please be ready for that to hit literally any day now. Tomorrow, Friday, most likely Friday if it's going to be this week. Protesters saying we'll be back tomorrow. If that's true, I will be out here live if I can get out here. So stay tuned. RebZ.tv/live. Subscribe to all my pages so you can find out when I am live. Thanks for watching, everyone, tonight from Kirkwood, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis. The Jason Stockley, Convict Jason Stockley protest. You guys have a wonderful evening. And I will see you tomorrow, most likely, or Friday, or one of these days. Have a good night, everyone.